Greetings folks and welcome to another instalment of Space Engineers. When we left off last episode, we just finished building ourselves a drone and all the shenanigans that a ship needs to run a drone. So today, this episode, I was thinking we'll do some upgrades to the ship. What is that? Okay, it's a rock. So yeah, we're going to do some upgrades to the ship, and effectively upgrade the refinery and assembler, so that the stuff the mining drone mines is going to be refined faster, and obviously our assembler will work quicker as well. Now I was thinking that we'll probably have 3 upgrades on this, so one here, and one here. Yeah, one here and one here. So 2 upgrades. We can't have 3 because we'd block access. Even if we could fit it there, it would block access to our cargo container. However, this means that our nuclear reactor is now around the wrong way and we can't directly access it. Problem for later, I think. Yeah, definitely a problem for later. But we're definitely putting 4 upgrades onto the back of our refinery because each upgrade takes 2 slots here. You'll understand when you see what I mean. We also need to do our oxygen because we are really low on that. There we go. Okay, so we'll just get straight on with it. We're going to need this stuff, probably. And probably that. And some more of those. We're going to need more than that, but, you know, that's the stuff that we've got to hand immediately. So we want to reduce the amount of power this massive great refinery block is costing us. We want to reduce it quite a bit because ideally, once we've got the ship sort of finished and in a good position, I want to be able to turn the nuclear reactor off and run this ship probably off of solar. Yeah, so we're gonna build some upgrades. So we spoke about upgrades in an earlier episode, and some of you who regularly play Space Engineers or watch probably know what these are already. And we're just gonna, we're gonna start attaching these. I suppose it doesn't matter if they go vertically or horizontally, does it? No, we can do both. So we'll put one there, and we'll put another one there. Okay, we can't actually get to them from that side. We put the gyro in the wrong place. We could probably move the gyro back if we want to. I might actually do that at some point. Okay, so let's see what we need. Okay, so we had pretty much everything we needed. We just needed, we need more steel plates and large steel tubes, or large metal. I don't know what they're called. Here we go. Production. Oh wow, we've got computer components. Okay. So we want those. We probably want quite a few of those. There we go. And steel plates. And we're just going to shift click. And we'll do 200 of those, I think. And a few more of those, just take it up to a round number. Okay, so we're going to take those, we'll take those, and we'll take those. We're going to need more stuff more than likely, but we're going to need more construction components as well. These things take a lot of components, but you know, we mine some iron, so we're alright. we've got enough to be getting on with, so we'll carry on with what we're doing. That's one up and running. That's two up and running. We don't necessarily need to finish it, it's already up and operational. But that should have affected our power efficiency. Now our power efficiency, we should have looked at that realistically to see what it was at in the first place. But now if we go to our refinery, where are you, refinery? There you are. Okay, so productivity is still at 100%. I'm guessing that's a lot less power. 250.44 kilowatts. We should have checked beforehand. I'm going to assume that those power efficiency... Oh, okay, so power efficiency would have been at 100%, it's now at 224. Okay, so we're using less than half of the power we were before. Okay, the next ones that we want to do are... Okay, so we want one speed and one efficiency. So it does the job a little quicker, and what you get in return is... Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong buttons again. What you get in return is, so yeah, yield and speed. Okay, why can't I put that one up? Am I doing this wrong? No, I can't be. It's because I don't have any steel plates in my inventory, I bet. Okay, no probs. We can fix that. Connected. Yeah, there we go. Where are you? Ah, there you are. Yeah, we didn't have any steel plates, so we couldn't actually finish making it. We're going to need more steel plates as well. We'll knock out another 100 of those. There we go. Now we can use it. Okay, so we're going to put that one there, like that, and then we're going to switch to the other one, and we're going to put that one there, like that. Actually going to have to use my jetpack. Okay, yeah, we needed more steel plates. I wasn't surprised, if I'm honest. We need more metal grids and motors. Okay. This is taking a lot of stuff, but it's fine, because we've got plenty of stuff to do. Let's go production, so we want... how many of those do we want? I don't know, we'll do 20. I don't think we'd need more than 20. And we'll do 30 more motors. This is worth doing, and worth doing quite early as well. Do we need our lights on in here? No, we don't. I'm just sort of looking around for anything that might be near us, trying to, you know, ruin our day. Luckily there's nothing on sensors. Okay. That's that finished? Yeah, we're gonna need even more steel plates. That's ridiculous. I think we're going to need even more than that, because obviously we're going to do the assembler as well. We'll do a lot of those, and I think we'll do some more of those, and we don't need 100 of those though. Because we do want our assembler to be working a little bit quicker, being a little bit more efficient whilst it's doing it, because I mean, that's pretty much all we can do with the assembler, realistically. We'll put power efficiency there and speed there. So we'll be doing it, you know, a little bit faster and a little bit more efficient whilst it's doing it as well. And I'll just quickly show you the new stats on the refinery. Okay, yeah, look at the difference. 119% effectiveness, power efficiency to productivity. So it's putting out twice as much as it was before. And it's 119% more effective of what it's doing. Or, well, 19% more effective than it's doing. Because it was at 100 anyway. So that's not as much of a boost as I'd like, but, you know, hey, small gains and all that. Okay, now we do want, I think we want a speed module. Yeah, we're going to throw a speed module on here, if we can line it up properly. There we go. We really are going quite hard on our components at the moment. Okay, and we want power efficiency there, I think. So we go to our G menu again, grab power efficiency. And we'll just throw that there. Now we do have large steel tubes, small steel tubes and steel plates on the build, so we should be okay. I'll just double check that. Okay, yeah, we're going to need more of the large ones. We'll do another 30 of those. And we'll just dump all of this back in there, because I think we're done with the bulk of this stuff now. At least for the moment. We're going to start tinkering again fairly soon, but we've got the upgrades done. We're going to have to do some spacewalking in a minute, because we're going to attach some solar panels to the ship as well. Which reminds me, we are going to have to actually build that as well. Okay, so solar cells, these are required for solar panels, but we're going to cheat a little bit. We're going to go to large blocks, we're going to find solar panels, if we can see them. There they are. So they take silicone, iron and nickel, and I think we're going to build 2 of them. We'll just leave that running for the moment and we'll finish these. Okay, so that and that's done. Let's just check the assembler's stats very, very quickly. Productivity 200%, that's twice as much as before. Power efficiency 150%. So it's using a little less power than it was before. I'm happy with that. That should mean that we're using less fuel now. 18 hours of fuel. But we've got the assembler running and the refinery going as well. So that's, I don't know if that's an accurate read of how this ship does when it's you know, as power saved as it can be, you know, when you've turned off most of the stuff and are just space drifting, basically. It should be pretty high, though. Right, so solar panels. Now we've got this big open side here. And I was thinking we should probably utilise that. Because this side's kind of not quite so big, not quite so open. We're going to be putting sensors and things, and we're going to have some more stuff on this side. But I think if we devote this side to a kind of solar sail type setup, just along this bit here, I think that will work quite well. So we go to G and we select solar panels. And I think we'll just turn that way. Okay, yeah, so we're around the wrong way. Still round the wrong way. But that'll work. Okay. I'm not sure how many we want. Screw it, we're going to do quite a few. We won't finish them all. We'll only have like 2. Yeah, there we go. Look, that's perfect. Yeah, and we're going to put some more here, because you can extend them out quite far as well. That puts an end to our sort of going inside asteroid days, though. We're a little bit too big for that now. But we've got a nice solar sail set up. Okay, now we built 5 and we've built the components for 2. So I think we need to build the components, enough components for another 3. This is going to take a couple of runs. If I remember correctly, solar cells do take up a lot of room. Okay, so we hit K and we go production. So we had 2 under construction and we now want to build another 3, I guess? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Wow. Oh, I did a no. I've built way more than 3. That's not even funny. Okay. No. Okay, I shift clicked it like 3 times there. So we'd have had 300 solar sails built there. We don't need 300 solar sails. So we're not going to do that. Well, 300 solar sails would be nice, but yeah, possibly not the smartest thing. Now we're only putting the solar sails on one side, just because it makes them easier to protect. If we get shot at, generally they're the first thing to get shot, you know, and hit and taken out. They're kind of expensive to build, so we want to be able to turn them away from the weapons fire as quickly as possible. So, you know, we've got this. It's slightly less flat on this side, so it's slightly more deflective side. So if fire's coming in on this side, hopefully it won't do quite as much damage as before, as this side would take. So, you know, I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that's the way the physics works. I know that there is sort of deflections and stuff counted into the game, so like sloped armor is a very good idea. I mean, someone did some testing with rockets and apparently they can bounce off and they still do damage, but they do less damage. But again, we don't want a direct hit on our solar sails from a rocket because that would hurt. Okay, now we're gonna quickly dive back in. I think we also want to build some batteries as well, because we can stick a battery or 2 here. You know, 2 batteries right there. Just to give us some power storage. You know, if we really need to use a lot of power for whatever reason, it's there to use. But I think we need to finish the solar sail first. Yeah, it takes a lot of stuff. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take those. Well, we didn't even pick all of them up. Yeah, it takes a lot. It really does take a lot of stuff. Okay, our inventory's full. Solar sails take up a lot of room. We'll do these ones first. And we have 6, don't we? No, 7. Oh, Christ. Yeah, we're going to need even more solar cells. It's okay. I think we've got enough materials to do it. And if we don't, we can leave it unfinished. It's okay. Finish for a later date kind of thing. Okay, that's one up and running. We can rotate the ship a little bit so it's catching more sun. Although it's catching 2 bars of power there already. We're going to weld up as much as we can. Just if we've got the resources in our inventory, you know, we might as well. We're beginning to run low on oxygen. We're going to need to run back to the ship very shortly, though. We missed one there. They're not actually doing anything in that condition, but they're slightly harder to destroy, obviously because there's more components already installed, so those components have to be knocked off. I nearly did the thing. I nearly vented the atmosphere of the ship. That was close. Okay, yeah, we're going to take that, we're going to take that, we'll take those. Although we don't really need the steel plates. Yeah, we'll take those, and why not? Oh, that was bad. It numbed us. That was really bad. Okay, we just need another one welded up at the moment. We'll wait for the other components to be built before we do anything more with this stuff. Just the solar cells and computers realistically in these. But the solar cells are going to take ages to build, so... Oh, construction components. Construction components. Yeah, okay. I do like the fact that they have so many build stages though. I find that interesting. Okay, I am a little worried about resources, and I do want to test out our drone. Because whilst we've flown it around a tiny little bit, we haven't actually mined anything with it. I kind of want to do that. I don't know about you guys. Ooh, private sale. No, we don't want to go messing around with that stuff. Our ship is... We need a more mobile ship to play silly silly beggars with those things. I think we're going to head out this way. We're going to hit accelerate, and we're just going to go for a little while. See if we come across anything interesting, which is altogether possible. We're looking for an asteroid that looks kind of a bit rare, you know, has some decent materials that we can mine from. Not just like iron and ice, you know, we want more and more things of a varied type. Okay, we're up to almost 100 now. Our eyes peeled, and there are some interesting rocks up there. We can have a look at those. That rock right there. Just zoom in on it. Don't know what that is. Could be a rock. Could be a ship. I think it's a rock, even though it's very block shaped. Oh well, never mind. We'll just continue on the way we were going. Down this way a bit. Yeah. Somewhere around. Yeah, this is sort of about the right way to go. There are small particles, and you just look at the particles to see you can give yourself a kind of bearing on where you were going. It's sort of like around about there. And there's some more interesting rocks down that way as well. We'll just have a quick look at them. Yeah, both rocks. That's a rock definitely, and that's a slightly interesting rock because I'm fairly sure that's got gold in it. Fairly sure. That yellow seam along the side right there. You see that? If I can stick the crosshairs on it. This is not easy. Yeah, that area there could well be gold. Possibly nickel. Okay, now we'll head sort of this way. Make sure our drone's still on the back of our ship. Now we really are just looking for, well, I'm hoping for anything, a wreck or a ghost ship or something, or even a space station. That'd be nice. A space station would be excellent. I highly doubt we'll get that lucky, but it would be good. Okay, there's another rock down there that's kind of blinking at us a little bit. So we'll zoom in on him and see what we've got. Yep, that's a rock. What about you? Yep, you're a rock, and you're probably a rock. Probably just an asteroid with a whole lot of water and not a blue ship. Again, we're literally just looking around for stuff. That's the only way to really. Because I don't have the radar mod installed in the game, this is pure vanilla gameplay. like there's no mods. I can't actually scan for derelict vessels and ghost ships and stuff. Because there more than likely is one around us, but we just haven't spotted it. We've spotted some likely culprits, but not likely enough to make me change course. But all the while that we're moving forward, new asteroids are coming into range and old asteroids are being left behind. And we're doing 100 meters a second, which doesn't sound all that fast, but if you think how fast an Olympic athlete runs, you're doing that every second. So it's fairly fast. Ooh, that's interesting. What are you? It's a rock. And that's a rock. That's definitely a rock. Yeah, exploration sometimes doesn't feel very rewarding in this game. Especially when you fly for ages and you don't find anything. But then, you know, nothing's painted with a big neon sign and say, "Hi, loot me." Although that would be so funny if I ever found something like that. Just a big neon sign above it saying, "Hi, loot me." At which point I'd probably run away thinking it's a trap, if I'm honest. I think we're going to have to change course and head for an asteroid fairly soon. I'm not worried about fuel. I mean, we've got like a day's worth of fuel. And I don't think we even refined all of the uranium we've got either. In fact, that's something I should probably check. Let's have a look. Inventory. Oh, we did refine all of our uranium. Okay. We're currently refining nickel down. How much of that do we have? Oh wow, we have a lot of nickel. That's good. Like, that's a really small asteroid there. I'd prefer it if we found something a little bigger. There's something there. I think it's just a rock, but we'll have a look anyway. Yeah, that's just a rock. I think it might even be the same rock that we looked at before. Okay, we're kind of headed in this direction. Wow, there is just nothing out there. I did put stuff into the game as well, like there should be wrecks and all kinds of things going on out there. But finding them isn't necessarily easy. I mean, there are a couple of tricks that you can do to make it easy. Like you can turn down your graphic settings to minimum, but turn your vision radius up to maximum, and apparently that makes it slightly easier to spot them. That's a big old lump of iron right there. There's something there. Oh, crikey. That could have been really bad. That's probably a rock. Possibly a rock. Probably a rock again. This does look like a interesting area. We've sort of finally approached an area with, I don't know, what would you call this? It's not enough to call it an asteroid belt. Maybe a cluster of asteroids? Yeah. I mean, that group there, I'd say that's a cluster. We've got some big ones, we've got some small ones, we've got some mid-sized ones. I think there's a donut over in there. That could be a donut over there. Donut-shaped asteroid, possibly. Just keeping an eye on everything to make sure that it doesn't mysteriously transform into a spaceship or render into a ship. Definitely taking longer for us to stop and slow down, but then we're doing it sort of sideways. We're sort of that's our stopping angle there. I'm fairly confident that's a rock, but it might not be. That could be a ship, even though that's I'm pretty sure that's a lump of rock with a small amount of iron in it. But we'll fly over and find out, just to be sure. We're not going to go straight towards it though. We're going to sort of angle ourselves off a little bit. And I think we'll probably take refuge around that round asteroid there. Oh look there, yeah, there's a donut up there. Cool. Just want to have a look at those. Yeah, I'm fairly sure that's a rock. And that, yeah. Let's just double check. That's got to be a rock. We'll keep going. And I will be just happy if it's not a rock, but I'm fairly sure it is. Yeah, that's definitely a rock. What is that on my backside? Okay, that's a military mine slayer. That's okay. We're not too worried about that. Is that what's rendered in off of that? Oh my god. Yeah, that's just a big lump of iron floating in space. We are not interested in that at all. Okay, we're gonna switch on all of our thrusters and get ourselves stopped and stable. I think we're gonna swing in around by this asteroid here. And then we're going to let our mining drone loose to do some mining. I know this episode's been a bit random, but we've already achieved what we set out to do. You know, it turned out making 2 solar panels and a load of upgrades for our ship was actually very, very easy. So I want to keep us kind of sunside. There we go. Keep our solar panels. Yeah, keep our solar panels sort of angled towards the sun. Yeah, there's the sun sort of above us, so our solar panels are catching that quite well. Now I can see, I think that's ice down there. Not sure though. Okay, how close is that going to get to us? Is that actually coming right at us? That's really bad because that's a military mine layer. Those things are actually really dangerous, and they explode as well because they're filled up with... Someone thought it would be hilarious to fill them with bombs. Oh, I don't know whether they're supposed to represent the mines that those things can lay, but they're bombs. It's literally got a hold full of bombs, and the thing's just waiting and itching to explode. Yeah, salvaging one of those is very time consuming. Especially because not only is its hold filled with bombs, it's also got a booby trap built into it as well. As in, you turn the thrusters on and the whole thing explodes because there's a hidden thruster inside the ship facing one of these explosive bombs, which is also hidden inside the ship. So the thruster goes off, lights the mine up, and the whole ship goes boom. And if the cargo hold happens to be filled with even more mines, because you haven't cleared those out yet, then they'll go boom as well. Yeah, it's a hideously large explosion that generally leaves nothing of value left at all. Okay, anyway, where were we? Okay, so drone. Yeah, we want to go... We need to find our connectors. Okay, so that connector. We want to go unlock and then toggle it off. Yeah, there we go. Now we can go... Oh, we need to close it down. That's the only way to refresh it. There we go. So it's refreshed. We've now got our small grid. We can go remote control. And we go control over it. Please don't get any closer. No, it's going to pass over the top of us. I'm okay with that. Okay, now we want to turn on our thrusters, so we hit 9, then we hit P to unclamp ourselves from the ship. There we go. See, now we can move around. Okay, so we've got some iron in there. This is why we put the ore detector on it. The ore detector, even a small ore detector, has a far better range. Although, yeah. I totally forgot to top up my oxygen before we started this endeavour. Oh, wow. Okay, that's better. I keep forgetting we have the gravity set to super low. Okay, so we'll just take control of it again. Small grid, remote control, control. We'll hit 1 again. Oh, look at that magnesium. I think we need I don't think we have any magnesium. Yeah, look at what our power does every time our thrusters fire. Okay, we're not collecting this rock, we're just busting through it towards the magnesium. So we're making a hole, effectively, here. Once we've reached the magnesium. We'll actually start mining, because drills have 2 settings. So you've got your normal setting where it's like it'll mine and it'll collect your cargo, and then you've got the other setting which basically enables you to drill a big hole, but your drill doesn't actually pick up anything. It just burns a hole through like useless rock effectively, which is what we're doing here. Now this drone can get really unwieldy, or it's going to get really unwieldy because it's going to dramatically increase in weight. and mass as we pick up rock or magnesium. Yeah, we're getting closer to it. And that'll make it less manoeuvrable. Here we go. Yep, I see magnesium. If you look down in the bottom right corner, you'll see our weight is now going up as we're collecting this. Up to 7,000 kilograms. Yeah, it really is much faster to mine this way. But we do have to be careful. Because we've got to maintain control of our drone so it doesn't get destroyed whilst we're mining. Yeah, we're over 10,000 kilograms now. At 12,000 kilograms, we pretty much doubled the weight of the drone. We're carrying its weight. It will be carrying its own weight in magnesium. Wondering why I sort of do this, the spinning movement with the drill where I circle around, it's to keep the hole from getting smaller and smaller and smaller as we're drilling in. It gives us the ability to back off if we need to. Because we can get stuck in here. We're up to 50,000. We're actually getting a little bit survived now. I think we want to... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we'll just bust out this way a little bit. And we've kind of found an easier way out, so we did dig an unnecessarily long tunnel. But you know, hindsight. Really should be more careful when I'm turning like that. Okay, we'll just clear away some more of this. And then I think we'll fly back to the ship with this magnesium haul. Because we're now up to over 18,000, which means the ship is carrying twice its own weight in magnesium now. Which means it's very, very slow to accelerate and very slow to decelerate. We're going to be working at super low speeds because it takes so long for us to do anything, like, you know, stop. Just going to drift in. Yeah, I know 5 meters a second doesn't sound much, but it takes a while for us to stop. You have to be so careful on these. Okay, we'll just because we don't want to lose an entire... Yeah, that's a lot of magnesium. We can use magnesium to make bullets. If we want a turret on this thing, we're going to need bullets. I think we're going to leave that for another episode. Actually, getting this thing armed, yeah, I might expand it and make it bigger. We're going to have to install a jump drive on this thing at some point in the future anyway. That's going to be a huge amount of resources. It'll be it'll be really good that we've got the mining drone at that point. Okay, so now the controls are inverted because we're looking through the rear camera. Okay, I know what we do need to do though. We need to communicate with the ship. Large grid. Connector. Turn it on. There we go. Something like that. Oh, wrong way. There we go. This is incredibly difficult. Anyone who's done this will turn around and say, yeah, this is kind of a very difficult way to do things. Please lock in. Excellent. Right, we're going to turn those off. Then we hit F. F again. We're just going to take a quick look at the refinery and see how that's handling all of that magnesium. Inventory. Okay, so we've still got iron, stone, and a load of, oh my gosh! How much magnesium got dumped in there? Oh, it's going through the connector, I see. So yeah, magnesium's going from, like, yeah, it's getting passed through at the moment. Yeah, look, it's filling up on it there. Okay, well, as you can see, like, we now have more magnesium than anything else. And it didn't exactly take us very long to do it either, with one tiny mining drone with one drill bit on it. That's a ridiculous amount of magnesium. We've got like 100k of magnesium easily. Yeah, so that's an example of upgrading and mining your ship in Space Engineers, and we had a little wander but didn't find anything. Yeah, so I'm going to call it there for an episode and wrap things up, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. As always, have fun, play safe, and I'll catch you guys later.